Yo guys, what's up? This is Sam. And since it's Corona, it's kind of supremely boring, of course, as a music producer, because there are no gigs and you cannot really escape nowhere at the moment. So I thought I'd take the opportunity and just talk to you, because I'm also like kind of lonely at the moment, believe it or not. So I figured that this is a good moment to just talk and do one of those talking videos with you. So what is the story with Corona and artists in Germany? I thought that this is maybe something interesting to talk about today. I can explain you how my experience was. I think that's the best way to go about it. So as you maybe know, I was in Asia at the moment working on a project, and then the Corona pandemic hit. And then I was like stuck for half a year or for 4 months in Asia, in India, and that was that. And then there was this thing with repatriation flights, which didn't work at all. It was an absolute mess. The Germans, they gathered 55 millions to bring back stranded people, and it was an absolute mess. And I know what I'm talking about, because I have been so many times in India working, playing for people, and just like I know the country, I know what is possible, I know how much things cost, etc. And then like when I was trying to take the first repatriation flight, it was an absolute mess, and it was also hazardous. It was kind of dangerous how they did it, and it was piss poorly organized. I didn't take that flight. Ultimately, I took a flight from the Indian government, a repatriation flight from India for Indians that were stranded in Europe and were picked up, and I could take this flight. And they almost didn't let me go because of some paper stuff. Which was also funny, because nothing worked from the bureaucracy in India, and then on top of that, you know, they don't let you go if you don't have the papers, but they also don't give you the papers because the pandemic hit, so nothing was running. Ultimately, I made it back. And of course, I am a registered small business owner in Germany, one of the few artists that are, because I think a lot of the artists, they are just simply not registered at all, and they're basically making some money at the side. But for me, this was never the approach. I have my business registered since a long time. So, Corona relief packages, let's talk about that. So there are those Corona relief packages, 9,000 euro for small businesses, I think. But then in most cases, you have to pay them back. And then also it's a question if you're eligible as an artist, because you need to have certain expenses that they granted. So that's that. And then other than that, there is no real help for artists other than the usual things that Germans always have, which is basically if you are jobless, you can claim for, jobless claims, and then you get money. And also if you're not making enough money as, for example, a small business owner or a freelancer, then they will pay you some money on top of the money that you earn to survive. So this has nothing to do with Corona. And if you get any of this kind of money, then also they are going to harass you. Usually they are really harassing the people let's say you have an artist and he stops to work or stops to make sufficient money as an artist, then they will try to make him, do something that he has nothing to do with and that he's probably incapable of doing in the first place. And this is a thing. So yeah, what is my plan now? My plan now is really to get my shit together as much as I can and to be as productive as possible, create new products for my educational website instinctlearning.com, and get my life in order as much as I can, and use the pandemic as much as I can to, be productive, as I said. And I first had the plan, okay, maybe I'm going somewhere to just chill and to maybe do some work, like Turkey was a plan, but I'm not even sure if that is still possible. So yeah, I'm kind of stuck here since now already a couple of months, and of course it's getting extremely lonely. I think I'm not alone with this. But many people, they are also living with their family and stuff like that. I'm living alone. And yeah, since I recently finished also with my girlfriend and before that with my wife, yeah, I'm pretty much alone out here in the studio and just like trying to survive. And sometimes it's not easy. But nevertheless, I'm trying to keep my head up and try to stay positive and just, you know, keep my shit together as much as I can, as I said. And yeah, what about you? How are you dealing with the situation? Maybe for you it's completely different. I have some friends, for example, in India that are still in Goa, and they say that it's pretty cool down there, or it's becoming pretty cool. And I think, yeah, right now in Germany it's on not the best trajectory at the moment, maybe. Like the numbers are rising a lot and the state is trying to do something against that, which is not super cool. In many cases, because there are actually not so many people dying, and then it's like, you know, questionable to destroy millions of lives for a sickness that is not even as deadly as we first thought. Yeah. Cool, so that's it, I guess. That's my little Corona vlog or whatever, where I'm just like gonna talk to you. I think psychologically this makes sense to, you know, feel a little bit less lonely maybe, and to have the feeling that you're talking to someone, even if it's just like this cold staring camera eye. But nevertheless, it's at least something, I guess, during those times. And yeah, in a couple of days I might going to visit a friend, which is really cool. Then I can just like talk a little bit and conversate and stuff like that. So how about you? How are you planning the rest of 2020? I think 2020 is pretty much fucked. But how about next year? This is my big thing. Is next year going to be as fucked as this year, or is it going to change? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. Let's have a conversation about it, I guess. Be a little bit less lonely. Okay guys, that's it. I'm gonna try to record more of those videos, I believe, just also for myself. Of course my haters, they're gonna click the dislike button, that's no problem. Do it. And yeah, I see you guys soon, hopefully. Maybe in a better place than we are right now.